Thank you for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. Thank you for liking the videos, taking the time to subscribe and be part of this weather community, and for the comments. I do my best to get to all of those as we go through the day. All right, let's get right to the weather. Here's what's going on. Again, watching a few things. Drought levels going up, watching that very carefully, watching the wildfire threat closely. I want to look ahead over the next couple of weeks. We've got one system that's been bringing severe weather back through the U.S. Unfortunately, there were a lot of tornadoes last night over the last 24 hours as a whole, thinking of our friends there. And then down to the south of all of that, we have been just so hot. Many locations have been hotter than average and drier than average, and that is still locked in. And that means that wildfire threat's going to be going up. We've had the fires from anywhere from Guatemala back toward Trinidad and Tobago, Suriname. Now, here's the outlook. I like to look ahead to tell you what's next. This here is what we can expect over the next couple weeks as far as rain goes. Now, as far as if we'll be above average or below average. This time of year, it is the dry season. We know that. We expect it to be dry, but where you're seeing these brighter colors, kind of these oranges through Central America, down through South America, and throughout much of the Caribbean. It's hard to tell here because, again, our island's a little small, but we've got some orange painted in here. That's not just we're in the dry season. This is below average rain for the next 2 weeks. So yeah, it's dry, but we're going to be even drier than that. So I'm going to monitor that very carefully the next couple of weeks. Of course, we need to get some rain just for drinking water, the cisterns, the crops out there, the livestock, and of course for yourself. Now, as well over the next couple of weeks, not only are we going to be drier than average, but hotter than average. Generally the same thing where you see these orange-ish shadings across the Caribbean into the Gulf. These are above average temperatures. So I mentioned sometimes that some of us are going to be hotter. Well, it's pretty much going to be all of us over the next 2 weeks. Cooler than average temperatures, northern Mexico over toward the Baja, and as you get toward the southwestern U.S. But drier than hotter, and that's an issue because, yeah, we have problems deeper into the dry season, but seeing these levels where they are now, that is a concern for drought. Now, trying to find some rain. Here's that system working through the southeast U.S., and that's the one that was causing some severe weather. While that is there, that yanks in the winds kind of out of the south. I'll show you that. I want to show you the wind tracker in a second. Now, as we work our way into tomorrow, one system kind of pushes away. You see how we're generally settled. I'll highlight a couple showers, though, in the Caribbean in a moment. But as we go through the weekend, you see another system, but staying to the north of the Caribbean, northern Gulf. You can see some of the showers here. This is a front taking shape over toward the four corners of the U.S., still some of that snow. And then as we work our way into Monday, you see this front here, but it stays generally to the north, scraping by Florida, potentially the northern Bahamas into the Gulf of Mexico. And then you see it here, this system moves away, Atlantic region to Canada. I'll highlight that in a moment, but the front just kind of fizzles out. So not only do we not get any change in direction of the winds for the most part, we're going to stay on the hot side. We're also going to stay mainly on the dry side. Now we get a look at the winds, a little hard to see the arrow. So again, that strong easterly flow for some of us across the Caribbean, curling more out of the south as we get near Jamaica, back through the Cayman Islands. Jamaica, we have been so hot. Cayman Islands, same thing. Back through Cuba, southerly breeze, kind of that southeasterly breeze. My friends in Belize, over toward Roatan, as you get toward Honduras, El Providencia, seeing that southerly breeze. And then as we work our way into Saturday, generally the same thing. Bahamas, winds are going to be out of the south. It's going to be on the hot side through the weekend. This is all the way through Sunday. Easterly or southerly flow with us. Winds out of the south and southeast in Puerto Rico. And then as we work our way into next week, you can see that front kind of in here. Winds turn out of the north briefly in the northern Bahamas, but this cool air does not really dive down too far this time of year, which makes sense for mid-March. Now, as we look at the chance of showers today, there will be a few. I've been watching your comments. A couple of us have had some rain, but again, most of us have not. Best chance of rain, northeastern Caribbean today, really anywhere from, say, about St. Lucia to the north. Better chance of getting some showers. Could see a spotty shower in some of the same areas tomorrow. Costa Rica and Panama, we've had a little bit more, even over toward Colombia. The rain chance has bumped up a notch. And then as we work our way into our Sunday, Dominican Republic, we could see a passing shower. Antigua, Barbuda, Costa Rica, Panama, still some of those scattered showers. Now, we have this one system scraping by Nova Scotia today. It's been on track. I was talking about, I think yesterday or the day before, how it mainly stayed to the south of Newfoundland, could kind of scrape us by on the southern zones. That starts to move away. This is on our Saturday, tomorrow afternoon. Then as we work forward, you see the next system pulling in as we get into Sunday. Moving by New England, rain in the northern zones, lots of or snow in the northern zones, rain elsewhere, and then over toward New Brunswick, we could see a snow in our northern zone, southern zone, some rain, and then as we work our way into early next week, Newfoundland, we'll see that system moving across and then trying to depart. So rain chance staying on the low side in Jamaica, and we are going to be hot, a slight chance of a shower, that's it. Same thing in the Cayman Islands, rain chance stays very low, Trinidad and Tobago, monitoring the air quality and the fire threat. Keep me posted in the comments. Barbados, a passing shower, 20% chance. St. Lucia, we have a 20 to 30% chance of a shower. Very small chance in Grenada. We did have a couple showers at times earlier this week. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, rain chance 20%. 30% chance the next couple days in Martinique. 20 to 30% chance in Dominica. It's that easterly breeze that may kick in a shower. Guadeloupe, we could see a couple this weekend. A few around Antigua and Barbuda today. I mentioned the northeastern Caribbean, a slightly higher chance today. St. Kitts and Nevis, Montserrat included. 30% chance of a shower in Anguilla and St. Bart's today. 20 to 30% chance St. Martin, Saba, and Statia today through the upcoming weekend. Rain chance 40% in Puerto Rico today. If you get a shower, it's not all day, just kind of a pop-up shower or storm. Same thing as we get toward the U.S. and British Virgin Islands. 30% chance, pop-up shower possible in the Dominican Republic, especially over the higher terrain and in our central zones. Haiti mainly on the dry side and very hot. Bahamas, rain chance stays limited. The weakening front moves in, so we're not going to see much in the way of rain. Turks and Caicos, same thing. That rain chance stays small in Cuba. Just as that front approaches Cuba, it falls apart. Belize, rain chance stays on the low side. We are going to be hot across Belize. Yucatan and Mexico, about a 20% chance of a shower. 10% chance in Aruba. Curacao and Bonaire, rain chance stays low. About a 20 to 30% chance this weekend in Bermuda with those fronts passing by. In Costa Rica, some scattered showers and storms. And Panama, a 40 to 50% chance. Guyana, a 40% chance this weekend. Suriname, about a 40, maybe 50% chance, but still watching those fires around. In northern Venezuela, 20 to about 30% chance. So drier and hotter than average, not just this weekend, but again over the next 2 weeks. So wildfires becoming more numerous, watching the air quality. Northeastern Caribbean, better chance of getting some of those spotty showers, and of course monitoring any earthquake activity. And the hurricane season starts June 1st. I want to put together the forecast for that as we get into next week. I'll have that video for you, so stay tuned to that. Other than that, I hope you're doing well and have a good weekend ahead.